be fine. But that was awful, dude. People are too concerned about the, yeah. I sort of understand being a little bit embarrassed to go to a restaurant alone, but only in the sense of I don't think that I would want to spend restaurant prices and like be waited on like that while eating alone. You know, it has nothing to do with being embarrassed of going to a restaurant alone. It's just that like, if I am going to spend more than like fast casual prices, I want it to be at least a little bit sort of like memorable, you know? But I would do it. It's fine. I'll, if I was like in a new city, if I'm, you know, traveling, I think I went to like, no, actually I probably didn't even in like Seattle. Went to one alone this morning. Hell yeah. Went to a lot of concerts. I go to some concerts alone. I do prefer not going to concerts alone, but I'll do it. I've met a couple people at concerts, but like that are like cool, and I'd go to it again, and then they end up being like kind of assholes, and then I just have to like ghost them. Although maybe I shouldn't ghost them, but I actually, is it a hot take that I don't think it's actually that big of a deal if you get ghosted? Does that make me a bad person? I guess I've never actually like directly ghosted somebody, just more rejecting every single time they ask to hang out. Yes. Okay. The more I think about it, I've never actually ghosted somebody. The run splicing does. Yeah, but they'll never catch me. Asking AI, Grok, is this true? I'm just saying, I don't think you need, I think after a bit, you just need to sort of read the room a little bit. Like if you ask somebody, I'm thinking about it, the last person, they were like, oh, are you going to this? No. Oh, do you want to go to this? No. Hey, this is coming up. Do you want to go to it? No. After like the fourth time, I did just ignore his text. So I guess I did ghost him. But like literally, I hung out with him I met him at one concert. I happened to be at another one that he was at, and that was it. That's probably the only time I ever ghosted somebody. But like, you know what I mean? That. What am I supposed to do? Hey, I don't actually want to hang out with you. I actually would kind of rather just get ghosted, honestly, than somebody be like, I don't want to hang out with you. I'm just saying, I kind of refuse to believe that people haven't. What's up, Rhino? Rhino, have you ever ghosted somebody? This is an important question. Like on purpose ghosted someone. Anyways, how's your stream? Hope it went well. Some Deadlock? Wait, is that like a shooter, or what is Deadlock? Gotta look this up. Okay, yes, it is the game I was thinking of. Oh, yeah, this is the game that everybody knew about, and they were like, oh, it's a secret, and it was not a secret. Yourself for your entire life? I was saying that I just don't, I truly believe that most people have ghosted somebody. Like, sometimes people just deserve to get, not in dating, I have never ghosted anybody. But it's like if you combine Dota and Overwatch, which I absolutely completely hate both, but its combination's really good. See, here's the thing. I sort of believe you, but I don't. Date someone to get ghosted? You can get dates, you just gotta try. No, I don't know. I legitimately, I think that with dating, I am kind of one of those boomers who's just like, you just gotta walk in, hand them your resume, give them a firm handshake, and you'll get a job in no time. That is sort of how I feel like the way when I see people complain about dating that I am, because it's like, I haven't dated somebody new since like 2011. So what the fuck do I know? But also whenever I see somebody online, I'm just like, it can't be that hard. Like, you just say, hey, I like this. Oh, you want to do this? And then, you know, if they say no, just say, understandable, have a good day. You know, I feel like that's all you need to do. Just kind of happened. I mean, yeah, I think that the biggest problem that people have with dating, unironically, is that I've said this, like a couple weeks ago, is that they try really hard to get a girlfriend, but they just don't really have any ability to make friends with girls, which again should be easy because girls are just people. So if you can make friends with anybody, like you can become friends with a girl. You know, if you're just trying solely to get every single girl you meet into a romantic relationship, it's probably gonna fail. You know, what's up, Liam? People don't talk to other people outside of work. Yeah. But like here's the thing, Liam. This is where I get to the point where I kind of don't feel sorry for people. I super socially anxious. If you've met me in real life, then you might know that I am much less talkative, a little bit more reserved. I can get out of my shell a little bit and be more talkative, but I, in general, am not the person to initiate any sort of conversation or anything like that. If I could not have problems with dating, I don't know what the fuck your problem is. I don't know. I just, you know, like it's a skill issue, I guess. I don't know. Chat with everybody. Very gamer of me, yeah. And also never been like, I think that you as a guy, you don't really need to be all that attractive either. I think you can be like the most normal looking guy, and as long as you're not like actively really unattractive, which, you know, that sucks. That really does suck. But even then, I think that's very, 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 very few people. They're much worse. I kind of doubt it. Genuinely. When I'm shredded, that's true. Like, of all of the friends that I've had too that like do really well with dating, all they do is just date a lot of people, just talk to a lot of people. Like, that just seems to be it. But I don't know these days, because like maybe dating apps legitimately just like completely change the game and nobody wants to be like asked out in person anymore. But I don't know. Again, I do think I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to it. What happened to clapped? No, I'm not here to share. I'm not saying that. Look, here's what I'm saying, nuclear demonstration. I'm not saying that I have like the worst social anxiety ever. What I'm saying is I cannot imagine that all of these people out there that are complaining about dating have worse social anxiety than me, that they can't like literally just awkwardly talk to somebody. Like it's not that hard. You can do it. You know, you got to get a little embarrassed sometimes. If you don't do something that embarrasses you, that's not true. You should try to not be embarrassing, but you do need to do things that are a little embarrassing. More fine there. Wait, are you talking about the looks part of it? If so, I can believe it. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh no, everybody is attractive in some way. I get it. I mean, I do think that's true in a sense, but I think that that's like platitude. I understand it. I just truly think that like 90% of guys are on the, probably more than 90%, 95% of guys are at the point of the bell curve where that's just not an issue. I talked about none of them. I'm not trying to call you ugly, to be clear, nuclear demonstration. I just was talking. Hey, what's up, Smo? How's it going? Nice to see ya. Never said I was. I know, I was just talking about it. I just thought it was funny. I just wanted to... Whoa! Saved. Where I'm on that curve, I'm on the fucking tip. The tippy top. You know what I'm saying? Right at the top, baby. I'm looking down on the rest of you on that bell curve, okay? I put me snack dag in the middle. I prefer to say on top. Warmham, I'm on top. Okay. I think that does actually assume that it's a normal distribution though, right? I mean, it does make me... Anyways. They never had internet in the 80s. I see people complaining exactly the same. Yeah, probably. I mean, people are apparently statistically more likely to just not date. I do think that a lot of it just has to do with there's just more interesting things to do inside, so people just aren't outside as much. You're assuming we're talking bell curve? That's true, actually, Warmham. That's true. Anyway, still at the tippy top. Gaming not outside, yeah. Like if I truly had to guess, and it truly would be a guess, I'm not educated in this. I think that it's just people are probably spending more time inside. I don't know if there's data for that. People are like, where am I supposed to meet somebody? And it's like, just have a hobby. Although it does seem like sometimes people are like, oh, I could do it. Just like, do not. There's like two places where I feel like you just should not hit on somebody. One, at their job. Two, the gym. Everywhere else, so easy. All your hobbies are sitting at computer. Not trying to find your future partner. Maybe your future partner is right here. Sex Rex was saying, you know, he's single. Never know. Or a bar. Yeah, don't never hit on someone at the bar. Grocery store is fine. Coffee shop, fine. Anywhere, just legitimately. Like, I don't understand what people think is gonna happen. All you have to do is legitimately. This is all you gotta do. It's so easy. Hey, I like X thing about you. To make it not like their looks, maybe you can do eyes, but that can be a little bit, don't do it. Like your shoes, like your bag, I like something. Bag might come off a little, but still. Something that they clearly put effort into, that you do genuinely like. Ask them on a date, and that's it. In general, if you're both in line and then it'd be awkward that you're both in line, maybe consider not doing that. Did you know there's calling Jarl drops over here? True. Look, unlike him, I'm not saying that I can fix your life. What I'm saying is that if you can't do that, what the fuck? Just fucking do it. It's so easy. I don't understand. You're right. I like your vibe, yeah. It's... Friends are inside of it. I like your hat. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. It's the same thing that you would do if you were like striking up a conversation with anybody. You know what I mean? Very successful pickup art. Okay, this is a serious question, Wormham. Because he says he wasn't a pickup artist, and he technically wasn't. He was somebody who was there to have people get over their fear of talking to women, which is technically different. Which one's more embarrassing to be? This is a serious question. By Todd Rogers? No, it's Billy Mitchell. At least if you're a pickup artist, you're like getting women. Because his videos were just like, go up to somebody, and actually it was exactly what I said, just go up to somebody and compliment them and then walk away. Which is so funny. Like in his own help video, that this is the only one that I saw, but he can't even be like, you know, and then just ask them on a date. He's like, and then walk away. Okay. Trying to touch yourself, dang. Of his angle is 10 times worse. That's what I agree. Social skills and confidence, yeah. The thing with pickup artistry, the issue with it is just the misogyny. If you take away the misogyny of it, there's, you know, it's good to be confident and just realize that you just talk to women. That's fine. You know? But I don't think you can, I don't think that you can have like a pickup artistry type thing and it not be misogynistic. But, you know, whatever. Ba-doom, boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I will say though, I do think that if I were to be dating and you would have to use like Tinder or whatever those apps are, I probably would feel like I would want to die. So I do understand where people are coming from when it comes to that. It was off my screen. Ew. Is that still misogynistic? Pickup artistry is not necessarily pickup lines. Pickup artistry is different. It is a way to manipulate people into wanting. I mean, some of it is just, I guess, getting into why it's misogynistic is a bit more difficult. But pickup artistry generally speaking is about like sort of the conquest of it all. it is like inherently like objectifying, I think. But I don't know. Sleeping with a lot of people is not inherently misogynistic though. But pickup artistry like is. Because most of them are just talking about tactics in order to basically manipulate people into sleeping with you, which is pretty overall very strange. And there's a reason why it's on Kong Quest. True. Yeah, I understand why pickup artistry is something that becomes very popular for young men, because you know, I think that being in relationships as a teenager feels like something that if you're not in or haven't had, it feels like you're just a complete loser who's never gonna have it happen ever in their life, which is of course just not true. But I can understand why teenagers feel that way. Like, bro, just don't be on your phone all the time. Yeah. What? Okay, to fan the element. Oh, okay. Okay. That's kind of sick. Thanks, Rex. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Where can I find this? Do you have to illegally download it? I gotta turn on my AC. Getting hot in here. It is on Disney Plus? I thought SexRex says that it's not on Disney Plus. He specifically brought it up, saying, you know what's not on Disney Plus? That's what Google said? Well, it's crazy that Google might actually be the liar here. But one of the two are liars. Let me see. Am I logged into Disney Plus? No, but oh, let's see if I can easily go into it. Okay, there we go. Who's watching? What the hell? Oh, I guess I just never used this. Who made that my name? Operation Dumbo Drop. It's on there. I bet you this would be so... Why does Ray Liotta look like that is my question. No! Oh shit. Okay, I gotta watch that. Okay, that kind of ruled. That kind of ruled. Kind of dangerous to have a Disney clip on stream, but that was like, what, a minute? That's the most advertising that Operation Dumbo Drop has had in years. There are like 20 lions. Wait. The movie Roar. Okay. This does still bring me back to my question. Why does Ray Liotta look like that? Like, is he... I've never seen somebody look like they're always wearing eyeliner before. 1995. Like, was he just wearing... Maybe he just has just beautiful eyelashes. He also makes this face. Maybe it's just the surgeries that he's gotten too. Who knows? Can I get... Do you think they still give out the Ray Liotta surgery where you can look like Ray Liotta? I saw a clip of something that I think makes me sound a little bit dumb, because it is that while I understood plastic surgery as a concept, I never really fully understood the fact that they're like shaving down and cutting off part of your bone when they're doing it, to where I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so gross to me. Like, you know, people who just show when they smile like a ton of gum, like a lot more gum than most people. Most people, they're showing it's mostly teeth and maybe a little bit of gum, and then some people have a lot of gum when they smile. And, you know, to me, I don't care. It's just the way that people look. I don't understand why anybody would care one way or the other with that. But apparently there's a surgery for it. They legitimately just like take off part of your skull. Just like shave it off, basically. Ugh. Ugh. What am I saying right now? I think that I explained it pretty well. I don't want somebody to be shaving down my bones, taking my bones out. Literally like putting your skull into two different now things and then piecing it back together. Ugh. 7 to 100 injuries on the set of Roar. That was common knowledge. This is why I prefaced this, Joko, with saying this makes me sound a little stupid. Like again, I did know it. I just never like I didn't just assume that they go in there with a magic wand. Like, I knew that they were doing that, but I never really thought about it until I saw that. And I was like, oh, that's... Oh. I get it. Some people want their plastic surgeries for whatever reason. Is what it is. But, oh. Fortunately for me, I'm already there at the tippy top of that bell curve, so I don't need to worry about it, but... Born a 10 out of 10. Excuse me. That would mean I'm at the bottom. That would mean I'm at the bottom of the bell curve. Wrong. Summer 9.9. This about bone adjustment. Yeah, bone adjustment specifically grosses me out. I think. The idea of somebody shaving down my bones. No, thank you. Like, it actually grosses me out, I think is the thing. Like, actively will. That's where the 11 out of 10s are. Oh. Like my wife. Gotcha. Or are they just the bone dust? Yeah, that's a good question. People's bodies entirely are pretty gross. I mean, maybe. I'm just saying, no one's adjusting my bones. Stay the hell away. Come and take it. Bone Defense Squad. Activate. Malone Abe for bones. I don't know what that means, but absolutely, yeah. Shout out to that surge, like. Shout out to the people who do the surgery to make themselves taller. That sounds like the most miserable thing in the world, just to be tall. Tall privilege, yeah. Quite honestly, I do think that I have tall privilege. That's one of the few things, well, I don't know, I guess male privilege as well. You know, white privilege, but also tall privilege, I think is one that I do think happens all the time. I do think that people like respect me more. I think people are less willing to want to physically fight me. I think they're more intimidated by me. Just because I'm tall, they don't know me at all. Kind of rules, actually, but the rest of it, whatever. Not even that good at basketball. I'm 6'4". Didn't know I was tall. Oh. I mean, I am sitting down here. How tall would you have said that I was? I just said it, so that already like anchored in what your guess would be. You're 5'9" on a good day. You are 5'9" on a good day. Taller than Fred VanVleet, yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day about Tyrese Haliburton because they're like, you can't win the finals with an undersized guard. I'm like, Tyrese Haliburton's gonna go to the finals. It's not like he can't win one. And he's like, well, he's not undersized. And I was like, oh, I guess he is 6'4", but I thought that I was tall. I thought I was taller than him when I met him. Well, I didn't meet him, but I was close to him enough to see how tall he was. Definitely didn't expect 6'4". They never do. I was thinking of making a joke for the SGDQ ambassadors thing. Saying that I'm the biggest, parentheses, tallest of the SGDQ ambassadors. But I think that Bobby is actually like pretty tall. And then I don't know how tall Rube or Blood Thunder is actually. so I can't make such jokes. Bobby might be slightly taller than him. I was near him at SGDQ, and he was like, I think we're within like a half inch of each other, but he might be taller than me. He's not by a ton. But Bobby he is tall. Can you surgically give yourself tall privilege? So the thing is I don't know. I have no idea. I kind of don't understand why people respect tall people more. It makes no sense to me. What is it that you like about tall people? They can reach upper shelves. They don't have to use step stools as often. What is it? What's up, Ash? Thanks for the Yogolf. They can look down at you. I guess that's the thing that I just don't understand, but I don't know. I don't get it. But then again, I don't know. Probably not. You're probably not the type of person that needs to. Imagine getting a surgery to be 5'11". 5'11" is so tall. Here's what I don't understand. 5'11" is taller than like 75% of men in the US. Or maybe not taller, but it's like 60, 70th percentile. Like, you're tall. I don't get it. But I have heard the making you taller surgery is like one of the most painful ones, which I guess on that one they don't take away your bones, which I said grossed me out. Limb lengthening, what do they do on this one? Cosmic height surgery. Total recommended is 2 to 3 inches. Okay, let me see what happens. How do you lengthen bones? The bone is cut through. Okay, yeah, never mind. They're cutting the bones. I don't like it already. Six one and don't really feel tall. That's not, I mean, 6'4", I do feel tall. Like, I am, when I go to like a concert, it is always fun when you can just like look around and you're looking over everybody's head. But it does feel normal. It's probably cool to be short though. You can like crawl into small little areas. Your like St. Patrick's Day leprechaun costume is way more accurate, you know? I just don't understand. It's a really small. It doesn't make you happy. Are you saying that you want to be taller, Mantidia? Are you gonna get the surgery? You said you were 5'9", didn't you? That's fine. That's average height. That's above average height. Your average height? I'm glad that I'm tall only because I would really suck at basketball if I was not. Maybe not these days, but I would never have made a basketball team if I was not tall. But now I can get those rebounds, be a hustle guy. It rules. Height merchant, that's right, that's true. Lie and say you're 6'2", that's just being like 6'1". I don't know. Actually, so many people in the NBA like that. It's actually a lot more valuable than people think if you're just able to like set a screen, get a rebound, make a layup. Like, especially if you're playing like in whatever rec league or pickup, that's actually more valuable than somebody else that actually can like, you know, has a killer crossover or something. To be actually valuable, you just need to shoot a 3, and now I can do that, so actually decent at this point still. As you were all wondering, I assume. Last night before I went to bed, I had a post idea for something that I remember being dumb, but I can't remember what it was, and now it's gone forever. I'm just realizing this. Been reading the NBA thread on something awful. Okay, I didn't know people still went on that website. Wonder what everyone is gonna do now that they have to post about something else other than their insecurity about rich people in Indiana being... Oh, yeah. Oh, whoops. All right, we're gonna get past it this time. What goes on Something Awful these days? Nothing good, I assume. Bad posts. I was like... I'm just like sort of not old enough for that. A meltdown for calling Luca fat? Oh man. You know something that grinds my gears a little bit? Reddit has become like an insult for just meaning like annoying basically. But I feel like people don't use like Reddit or Redditor properly as an insult. Because they should be using it for people who like get annoyed that people use the insult Redditor wrong. You know what I mean? Somebody who's unnecessarily nitpicky about something, or somebody who's really corny, right? Like somebody posts a reference and then you don't respond adding anything other than another line from that movie or something, you know? I don't understand how this happened to us, where we just allowed someone to be like, oh, you're annoying, that's a Redditor thing. And it's like, well, will know. We're used to mean things, you know? I agree with you. Good. Like, it's just something where if you've gone on Reddit, you know exactly what an annoying Redditor is like. And it's not somebody who, like, people in general will call, whoa, Redditors online. Being annoying is an everyone thing? Exactly. Redditors are a specific type of annoying. I agree, Math Crab. I agree 100% with that. That was like distilled Reddit. I know. I understand that. Redditors do love to think that they're better than it. I do go on Reddit sometimes. It's fine. I like going on the NBA subreddit because in general, I find that to be probably one of the worst places for NBA discourse. And I just like to see what they're talking about every so often. What do the Redditors think? For the Wolves of Woo video? Hell yeah. Sometimes I do really enjoy the, like, am I the asshole stuff, but only when it pops up randomly. Let me go onto my Reddit app and see what even pops up. It's probably going to be mostly Sacramento Kings stuff anyways. Yeah, Kings. Both Luka Doncic and Tyrese Halliburton have been to the finals. Okay, who cares? Oh, Balatro. That's cool. Giants. What is the most popular speedrun category that doesn't use glitches even though they are allowed? That's a good question, actually. Just shout out to that guy. Some Factorio runs. Something like Far Cry 4. Maybe Celeste. That's not correct. Well, I don't think that's... Well, I guess it was patched. That's not correct, though, is it? I don't think that Celeste is faster. I just think that nobody does the... Well, I guess these days it possibly is true. Because the old patch has a bunch of stuff patched out. But you could use... No. Maybe Celeste. Kings will be making a lot of moves this offseason. I have no idea what the Kings are going to do. Oh, geez. This is dire, dude. There's no good posts. Ask Reddit. What's a well-known brand that's in decline? I'm not trying to make fun of this guy, but there's this subreddit which is men's fashion advice, not male fashion advice, men's fashion advice, and all of the posts are this. It's just dudes being like, which polo should I wear? I don't know, dude. They're fine. It's a polo. No one wants to use it because I can't play the game without 30 pixel. But would it be faster? I don't know enough about the changes after that. I just know that nobody wants to use the old patch. I believe it would be faster still. Because no one cared, yeah. I think it was good, honest. Other than, I think that... I don't necessarily agree with the way that Celeste was put into, like, split into categories, and I do think that, like, major glitches and I guess no major glitches as a category just probably would have made more sense, but at the end of the day, it ended up mattering literally not at all. So it's one of those where, okay. Did I get an A+? Let's see. Which was funny because that was like a very contentious thing, and it did always feel like no one's going to care about this. I see the Raptors Raptor. Can the Raptors really do much? I got reminded the other day the Raptors picked up Brandon Ingram. That's so funny, dude. No offense to that, like to Brandon Ingram, because I kind of am a Brandon Ingram defender in the same way that I was a Julius Randle defender. But like, No offense to Scotty Barnes, but he's not Anthony Edwards. The Raptors will be like a 6 seed or whatever. Tim. I kind of like Brandon Ingram. I'm not a Brandon Ingram hater. He's better. There's a world where that could be true. But it's not this one right now. Like, it could happen in the future. I could totally see it, but this is his breakout season. I thought it was supposed to be last season, like his finals. Hey, I mean, that's fine. I don't like the makeup of the Raptors, but who knows what'll happen. I think the reason why Shams said that it will be, or Shams said that it'll be crazy, is because if you think so, Durant will likely be gone. There's a chance that he stays, but not very high. When you consider that, then you have to consider, like, okay, are they going into a rebuild? Like, it depends on what they get for Durant. So that means, like, whew, does Devin Booker get traded? I don't know. There's going to be some talk about it, though, if Durant does get traded. Does Giannis get traded? The Miami Heat are interested in a lot making moves. Who do they make moves for? There's like a lot of different high profile people. The Spurs traded for De'Aaron Fox. They have a lot of assets. What are they going to do? De'Aaron Fox is going to be 28. It's not like he's super young, but it's also not like back in the day where 28 was like your peak. That used to be like, oh no, you have to start winning like right now. On an incredibly mid season, yeah. What's funny though is the reason why they were so mid was literally just because they didn't have Julius Randle, or Julius Randle would play like shit. But right when Julius Randle played well, Wolves played well, and also add in Dante DiVincenzo to that list as well. And it kind of overlapped as well when they both didn't play well, which is I think that anyone who was really paying attention to the Wolves at the end of the season, it wasn't shocking that they made it to the Eastern or Western Conference Finals, but I said going into the playoffs that, like, I don't think anybody should be shocked if they make it to there, except for the Grizzlies. They had no chance. But I even said, like, the Nuggets or Clippers could, and as I thought, it wasn't going to happen. It didn't. Like, any of those teams could have. I think anyone surprised just really wasn't paying attention. Which owns you? The Clippers aren't fraudulent, but they did. They went to Game 7 and they lost one of those on the, like, literal frame perfect dunk. There's some issues with the Clippers, though. And the big one being more so than James Harden not performing in the playoffs. I think that's a little bit overblown. Like, I'm not saying that it's not true, because it very clearly is. But James Harden hasn't been good in late March or April in a long time. Oh yeah, also the Nuggets are going to want to pick up somebody. Nuggets will try to make some trades. I think that a lot of teams... There's also, like... It's interesting because the Clippers aren't going to really be sellers, but They're not going to really be buyers either, but they're going to be like one of the few teams that actually like stays put. That's good. The Warriors are going to be really looking for a... No way. What the fuck? Do you know how unlikely it is for 4 cycles to go through without a single one jumping? 1/8 to the 4th. Was that 64? I don't know what 64 times 8 is, and I don't know what that is. I mean, the women's... I know that the Frosts are one back-to-back, but... I mean, that WNBA Finals was pretty bad. Not their fault, necessarily. Probably should have won it. Nuke Michael Porter Jr. from Orbit. Yeah, watch the Kings trade for him. I honestly have no idea what the Larry of all time. Yeah. Once those two jumped, it was not that bad. What, like a 7 cycle after? Total like 11 cycle. Not having one not jump. Oh, I said it was to the 4th, but it was actually to the 3rd, excuse me. 1/8 to the 3rd. So it's just 64 times 8. I'm not gonna do that math in my head because last time I tried to do something in my head when I was doing this, I literally just, my movement like stopped until I stopped thinking about the other thing. The thing about Anthony Edwards and getting to SGA's level is that defense-wise, Anthony Edwards has not really taken a leap since his 2nd season in the NBA. And I think that he could do that if he focused on it, but he should just focus a little bit more on his offense first. But even then, it's his 3-point shooting's good now. It's really just drawing fouls. If he could be a little bit better at drawing fouls, he could average 30 points a game on good efficiency. Although he's never really been as good of a scorer from the mid-range as SGA. Yeah, he just hasn't been as efficient overall as SGA. He's got a lot to work on offensively if he wants to get there. And his defense wouldn't even get there as well. I think people underrate SGA a lot in terms of his skill set, even if you take away free throws. But obviously one of the easiest ways to prop up your true shooting is free throws. So work on that and he'll get a 60% true shooting in no time. All right. Doesn't pleasing and act nice. It's also really annoying when you make a shot and then it goes, like, it's actually kind of hard to tell if it goes in if you don't have a net, legitimately speaking. Like, when you're playing, you can kind of, but even sometimes you can't really tell if you're playing without a net. It honestly sucks to play without a net. My PB, like how far I got, I agree. It is wild. Also, if you don't have a net, the ball, you make the, and the ball, you have to chase the ball every single time. It's a little bit more than just, it looks and sounds nice. Must have played. I've played on plenty of netless. It's awful. You never want to play. There's the people hate on double rims a lot because on double rims the ball bounces more off of it, because it's just more rigid. But I would play on a double rim any day. Anyone who says that they'd rather have a double, like, netless versus a double rim is crazy. Like, just don't hit the rim. I'm not good enough to worry about that. Like, when I'm shooting well, I'm not hitting the rim, but I'm not that good. It does affect me, but still. Not having a net. Oof. I think I would have been fine there, but I'm just being safe. I would have been fine there, but my pausing just, I didn't want to. Whew. Like right there, it would have been similar to that. But my problem is that I was pausing, which threw me off. And so I was like, oh, I should just not do that. I wasn't comfortable with where my momentum would take me. Chain link goals. That sounds ridiculous. Okay, my thumb started itching in the middle of that. Your thumb shouldn't itch. The only worst part is the middle of the palm of your hand. They're common. Okay, so for like a similar reason as the basketball net being chain. Got it. I know some people complain about chain link nets for basketball, but from my understanding, that's really only people who don't like it because it can hurt your hand. But that's not a problem. That's not a problem for me. .6'4" can't dunk, so sad. Slightly more wear on the balls. It's an outdoor ball, so I don't think that really matters at all. Outdoor balls you shouldn't pay more than like 25-30 bucks for, which I mean is money for sure, but it's not like you're using a Wilson Evolution on it, like $80 ball. I've seen people use Wilson Evolutions outside, and if you do that, I just kind of think you're stupid. Like, I don't know if people do it as like a flex, but it's hardly even a flex. Just kind of like, what? That ball's not even designed to be played outside. Like, that's an indoor ball. What are you doing with that? I hate missing that one button because it's like literally the only missable thing on this entire level, and it makes you redo one of the 2 difficult jumps. Sick. Now I'm imagining an indoor gym that has like metal, a metal net. That'd be crazy. All right. I'm sure they exist. I probably could have fixed that, but like, come on, dude. Where's the Dark Cotton song? True. I was way too low on that, and the problem with both of those areas is it's actually really easy to get a slide on those, so it's really scary to be that low, because in general you want to wait just a little bit to jump, but there I had to jump immediately. My eyes are like slightly drying out. and it's in a way that I don't think it's that bad, but indoor gym with concrete floor. I'm sure that exists. This is one where it's like, I'm even debating just like learning slower. Just didn't turn around. Slower route for this, but it's one of these where I just much prefer to do it on this because everything after like this jump is super easy. Okay. It's possible to, I was high enough to where I could have jumped off of that wall on the side and then gone there, but the problem is it's really hard to line that up. Whew. Had a conversation of how much better Minnesota is than nearly everyone else. Oh. Converting MSG. I was thinking about that because I saw somebody reference, what is it, the Skywalk or something with Minneapolis, which I'm still not entirely sure what that is. Just like between buildings, there's walkways or something. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. But, I was like, oh, that does make sense because it gets really cold there. Oh. That's entirely what it is? Yeah. I just don't know if it's... I don't know anything other than that because I've seen those in other cities as well. But I'm like, oh, it makes sense that you wouldn't want to go outside at all in the minus 20 degree weather. You don't have to. And so it does make sense that Minnesota would have a lot of... stuff like that. It actually really astounds me that people live in Minnesota. It's like the cold version of Arizona, where I'm just like, why? And I live in Sacramento, where it gets really hot. It's like 103 today. But it's nothing like Arizona, you know? Masta Blasta, yeah. It was 50 today. See, I don't like that. I'm like dead serious. I do like it to be hot. I like it that I have summer weather. You know, I don't want it to be 50 on the last day of May. Unless you live in like the southern hemisphere. This all year. Take the coat. I have spiders that can kill you. I mean, I guess there's black widows, but I like never interact with black widows. There might be brown recluses here, but I don't even think so. Rattlers. Interesting. When I lived in Georgia, there would be all the time just like random ass, big ass bugs everywhere. Especially in the summer. I did not like that one bit. And here it's like, oh, whoa, is that a, you know, if it's a spider that's just like crawling out and about 9 times out of 10. I did have a black widow in my bag once. Ugh. That scared the shit out of me. It's my gym bag. I just was like, I opened it up to grab my basketball. I could have I probably would have had too much momentum going down and hit the middle. Roaches that smell like Dr. Pepper? I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard of that. Got owned about it being cold. Okay, understandable. Have a good one. Something more entertaining is starting. Wow. I didn't know every other stream on Twitch was that. I did know that those were happening. Oof. All right. I've been doing so well on Dark Rapture recently. What's up, Zibson? They can't run over one tile gaps. Oh yeah, I know. I wish they could. That'd make parts of this run so much easier. Okay. Been a little bit since well, actually it hasn't been that long. What, a week? All right. I hate this level. You have no idea how bad that was, actually, because if you noticed, I stopped, but you want to stop when you are out of like the hitbox when it lowers down, but I was not. But the problem is then you have to move over just like a few pixels and not walk too far into that saw that was there. And oh my gosh. Yeah, notice how I had to do that little hitch? Oof. Ooh, see, I'm safe there, but we're still restarting. We're still restarting. Oh my gosh. Please. Just do the strat correctly. How are we, folks? I'm getting like... I'm noticing that I'm like itchy in places that I don't even think I should be itchy in, which means one of two things. One, I got a sunburn today. I did go swimming. Two, I'm getting the type of nervous where you get itchy. Does that exist? Google itchy when nervous. Wow, some people... Apparently that happens. That's crazy. What's up, Kippa Lord? Thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. I was like pretty convinced that I did not. What's up, Vegan? Thanks for the good luck. That I didn't make it up there. Look at how I barely got up. Oh, oof. Ooh. All right. Don't like it. Things I could do to adjust, I just am not interested in doing that at this time. Okay. Glitch Girl here would be amazing. Dang. Whew. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Just got to do 4 levels, technically 5 plus. Because I got to unlock the glitch level, but... I'd rather just restart on that one. I'm not going to have a really stupid death because I jump somewhere where it's like right where the wind can hit. And then I go into a saw blade. Really not worth it. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. Thank you for the wrong warp. I mean, I knew it would happen, but still. All right. Hopefully this is a good grind, nothing too bad. All right. Let's do this. Ooh. All right, cool. Dark Hell. Just gonna take a little minute here. Watch this. What's up, Satan? Thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it. A few levels away from the mini gauntlet. Kind of a long cutscene. Didn't really even watch it. It's fine. All right. Okay. Of all of the levels for Meat Ninja to come up, this is like one of the best ones because I have to change characters anyways. There's nothing coming at me. It's technically cycle based, but it literally does not matter. But thank you, Meat Ninja, for blessing the run. Okay, cool. That's sick. By the way, I can't get this glitch girl. So I actually have to make sure when I change characters. On the first 6 levels, I just cannot get glitch girl because I need it for this grind here on this level. To get... Because for anybody who's here that is not aware of this, there's the warp zone that's there at the bottom that's like really hard to get to. And I'm only doing it with Meat Boy, so there's like a 50% chance that glitch girl shows up and then I don't use it. I always double check though. I shouldn't say always, but it's smart too. Anyways, when you get glitch girl in the same level as a warp zone, when you beat the glitch level, you go up on the map space of the warp zone. So normally you have to play through a level twice. Once to touch and get the warp zone. Once to beat it, but this lets me just beat it once. And I don't have to go and attempt to get that warp zone, which is very difficult. Alright. Get past this. Nice. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. Alright, we got past it. I did a little classic thing of worrying about things that wasn't actually all that close to a death, but whatever. Alright, we just got 13 levels to go. Some of these, a lot of clips. Overly precise. The first level for sure is I really the first jump in there, it puts you really close to that jump to where it is more precise. If you notice, I actually go back a little bit to the left and then I start running over. If you're at full speed, it's not that bad. You just need to not jump overly high. But you can jump without getting to full speed and then have it short, and then that sucks. Nothing I haven't done before, that's true. Until I get to Dark Salt level 10. What's up, Ring? Ah. No biggie. Not to jinx anything, but a few easy levels here. If I died on like one of these next 2 levels, it would be actually one of the most embarrassing things ever. Maybe not embarrassing. It would be very frustrating because It is crazy how I have gone swimming twice since really grinding this and getting close. Both times I go swimming in a day, I play really well. Coincidence? Yes. All right, one last hard level in this split. Whew. Okay, let's go do the rest of it. All right. That's a lot of green over in my splits. I'm like halfway between. I should just like take a moment in between these as to not rush myself, but also like I shouldn't give myself too much time to think about it. You know what I mean? Hands worm in the mind focus. Yeah, exactly. Breaks aren't the way. Yeah. Whoa. That wasn't strange in the way that like it was wasn't strange in the way that I like, whoa, how did that happen? It was strange in the way that that's never happened to me before. I've just never done that. Okay, gotta get the warp zone here. All right, scary warp zone. All right. Did you see that thing fucking coming right towards me? That's why that's a scary warp zone. Stupid, dude. I gotta do the whole thing over again. Whatever. We didn't die. You have got to be kidding me. The very first frame it hit me. Jesus Christ, dude. Whatever. I should do this work. Okay. I pretty much have concluded this with this death. What I'm going to be doing is immediately after There we go. I was a little bit early on it, but whatever. I need to do this warp zone and the glitch level early. I'm just gonna grind on in Dark Salt before I even do Light Hell, so I don't have to do this and the glitch level. But whatever, let's get the 1 death PB. Here we go. I hate this fucking thing, dude. The level's just completely just it's not consistent. I need to practice it a little bit more, but still. Let's get it earlier in the run. If I grind for Glitch Girl, the glitch level's also scary. Just get that out of the way. Less things to do once I get past, you know, Cotton Alley. I've been considering doing it, but I was like, yeah, I haven't really had a death on any of that yet. I did the one thing you cannot do, which is very first frame before you land, do it. Right, anyways, 1 death run would be sick. Flirted with it yesterday. I've been messing it up on there because I've really been like way too early. Nice to get one that, but I reset on that twice. Yeah, I have 100% faith that this run is coming like extremely soon. Yeah, exactly. The thing about that level is that the rockets are on frame rules, so very, very, very tiny like differences in how those rockets see you changes like the trajectory of the rockets. It changes when the rockets shoot, whether or not you're safe when they shoot at you. It is very inconsistent, and it should go earlier. The glitch level is just, whoops. The glitch level is just hard. And so let's just put it earlier. There's not really anything else after that where I'm like, ooh, you know, there's some tough stuff, but things that nothing that practice can't fix. And practice could fix that a little bit. I haven't practiced. When I go through Salt Factory, I'm very rarely doing that warp zone level, so it's probably a bit of a mistake, but I did not get Glitch Girl. Unlike, so the grind that I did on Dark Hell, that one, the odds are actually much lower than this one. This one's about 1 in 10 to get Glitch Girl, since I have everything else in the chapter completed. On that one, it's like 1 in 20 something. Oh, okay. I could switch it back and forth with Nyjah here and be somewhat comfortable, but I used to do that on a grind here, and then I was like, you know what? I just need to stick with Meat Boy. Okay, from this run, what I know that I need to practice is warp zone level of this. Continue to practice dark cotton. Maybe even get some light cotton in there as well. Okay. We're on PB pace. Did better than last time. All right, we are doing good. Hopefully I really want to get the one run. I've been saying before that I'm not doing it for, you know, to get one death. I'm doing it to get 0. After losing it on the final boss yesterday, I am a little bit more motivated. I don't know, let's do it. Whoa. I can keep getting... I need to stop worrying so much about that because I honestly was not that close. Okay, 16 levels to go. Let's do it. That glitch girl? Or did I make things up in my mind? I made things up in my mind. Let's go. Leg itches. Go. What the hell happened? The weird thing about Commander Video is that if you run off something, you actually don't get a glide. You only get a glide if you jump, which feels strange actually, but whatever, is what it is. I must have tried to jump though before he actually hit the ground, and then obviously tried to do it in the air. Felt weird though. what's weird about it isn't that that's the way that it works, because in a vacuum, I think it's fine. But like Joseph can get a midair jump for some reason. Commander Video's got nothing. That's exactly right, Flying Ragey. There's really no other explanation for it too, is the wild part. Could have been Tommy though, that's the only other alternate explanation for it. But one of the two hates Vitra. Alright, I hate this level, but we're gonna get through it. Okay, I don't believe that I got Glitch Girl yet. This is another one of these levels where if I die on it, then that's just straight up embarrassing, so... Dang. That strat is so sick, actually. The Meat Boy strat there. One of the best parts of all dark levels. That's like that. I've been, I don't think I've died in Dark Hospital at all. So the rearrangement of my splits has been a huge success, I think. We're just going to rearrange it just a tiny bit by doing a little bit more of Dark Salts early. My worry in moving it was that, like, I just would play worse on Dark Hospital. That, like, sure, it was really easy and I was getting through it really consistently when it was right after Light Salt. But, you know, maybe with nerves and stuff. I still haven't technically gotten in here Deathless, but, or in there Deathless. I don't know why I just, like, brain did not want to go. I think I'm gonna keep my order though. Technically, if I was in a speedrun, I would go back and do 6-1, then 6-2, and then do 6-5. But I think I'm just gonna keep it normal here. At this point, I don't really think that it matters. But maybe just keeping a little bit of things the same will help. It's World 3. Nice. All right, 3 levels to go. How come it didn't parody the World 6 airship? I'm sure that one has like the screws and stuff on it. What a funky mechanic. Oh, whoops. That's one too. Oh, sure. It's probably the screw similar to where the moving conveyor is thing, but you don't have to jump on. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I don't remember any of those screws that you like have to stay on. I feel like one day that extra hop there is going to kill me. But it never has. Legitimately never has killed me. All right. We gotta exit to map. We gotta exit to map. I really had no other choice there. That sucks. I need to practice it more. I like, because it's the consistent thing that even when I brought up, like, what do I need to practice? I didn't say Dark Escape. But it is, like, by far the thing I need to practice the most. That little section in the middle is just annoying. Folks, that was so stupid. I need to practice this so bad. I'll just wait one more time. Completely mistimed that. I got so lucky. Okay, there we go. One death. I know for sure I did everything on here. We got all 100 bandages. I did all the levels. I for sure did all the glitch levels. That's world record. The fewest deaths ever. That's a fantastic run. I'm very proud of this. That the one death on there was one of the levels that I was like scared of. Happens, whatever. I am like, obviously you can't get much closer. Obviously, but 50%, that's true. I haven't removed that many deaths in a long time. Last time it was like a third. Before that it was only 25%. Up Ishvi, thanks for the GG. Thank you, everybody. You get to watch the ending. That was a good run. Very, very good. I'm very happy that I pulled it off. I would be happier if the Dark Escape went better, but whatever. I need to practice it so bad. Definitely my worst level, I think, just overall. And it needs to be the best level that I'm able to do. All right. Super Meat Boy. All right, let's just look at the screen. One death. I did want to look at that. Okay, yeah, there's that. Okay. Yeah, that's the same thing. Holy shit. That is legitimately the same thing. That's cool.